This week, CNBC reported that 59% of Americans now say they are living paycheck to paycheck. Think about that. 6 out of every 10 people you pass at the grocery store have nothing left when the month ends. And here's the part that should get your attention. A lot of them make good money. I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. The numbers come from the new CNBC and SurveyMonkey Money Survey, and they paint a picture I see every single week in my Zoom meetings. Half the country says they are more stressed about money than they were a year ago. Only 5% describe themselves as thriving. 5%. Everyone else is managing, struggling, or falling behind. And it gets more specific. For millennials, the paycheck to paycheck number is not 59%. It is 74%. 3 out of 4. These are people in their prime earning years, raising kids, and they cannot get $1 ahead. So what is eating the paycheck? The survey asked. 41% said not enough savings. 28% said credit card debt. And about a quarter pointed at auto insurance and medical bills. Groceries and gas top the list of things that feel less affordable than a year ago. But here are the two numbers that stopped me cold. 39% of Americans put groceries or household essentials on a credit card, and 40% dipped into savings just to cover daily expenses. When you're borrowing to buy eggs, that is not a spending problem. That is a structure problem. Let me tell you about a couple I met with recently. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. I'll call them Mark and Denise. Combined income a little over $150,000. Nice home, 2 cars, good careers. And every month, nothing left. They came to me embarrassed, convinced they were bad with money. You know what I found? They were not bad with money. They had a car loan, 2 student loans, 4 credit cards, and a mortgage, all pulling in different directions, all structured by accident instead of on purpose. Nobody had ever looked at the whole picture. That is the trap. Everyone obsesses over one rate on one loan, but your household does not pay one rate. It pays a blended rate across everything you owe. That's your household blended interest rate, and it matters more than any single rate because strategy beats rate always. So what does this mean for you? If you recognized yourself anywhere in those survey numbers, here are 3 moves. First, get your financial house in order. Not someday, now. I put together a resource that walks you through the key steps, and it costs you nothing. Go to rsrlinks.com/keysteps. That's rsrlinks.com/keysteps. Second, if you're one of the 39% putting essentials on plastic, understand this. When you pay your credit card, matters almost as much as how much you pay. Most people time their payments in a way that hurts their credit score and costs them money, and they have no idea. I explain the whole strategy at rsrccpayment.com. rsrccpayment.com. And third, this is the big one. What if I told you that your debt, all of it, the mortgage, the student loans, the cards, the car, could have an actual payoff date, not a wish, a date on a calendar? We use a tool called Debt Done Date. It takes every debt you carry and runs it through 82 different types of analysis. The debt snowball, the avalanche, refinancing, equity strategies, combinations you would never think of to try, and it finds the path that gets everything paid off by a specific date without wrecking your liquidity along the way. Because remember, I never want you cash poor. Safety, liquidity, and return in that order. Mark and Denise ran their numbers through it. The plan it found gets them completely debt-free years sooner than the path they were on without earning $1 more. Same income, different structure. That's the whole point. You see it for yourself at rsrlinks.com/DDD. That's rsrlinks.com/DDD. D is in debt. D is in done. D is in date. rsrlinks.com/DDD. The paycheck to paycheck cycle does not usually end with a raise. It ends with a plan. 59% of the country is waiting for the economy to fix this for them. You don't have to wait. I am Ron Siegel, your certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Thanks for listening to the Your Credit Matters segment, brought to you by rsrlinks.com/debt-free, rsrlinks.com/debt-free.